Bitcoin is the first decentralized digital currency, or digital coins you can send through the internet. Compared to other alternatives, Bitcoins have a number of advantages. Bitcoins are transferred directly from person to person via the net, without going through a bank or clearinghouse. This means that the fees are much lower. You can use them in every country. Your account cannot be frozen, and there are no prerequisites or arbitrary limits. Let's look at how it works. Several currency exchanges exist where you can buy and sell Bitcoins for dollars, euros, and more. Your Bitcoins are kept in your digital wallet on your computer or mobile device. Sending Bitcoins is as simple as sending an email, and you can purchase anything with Bitcoin. The Bitcoin network is secured by individuals called miners. Miners are rewarded newly generated Bitcoins for verifying transactions. After transactions are verified, they are recorded in a transparent public ledger. Bitcoin opens up a whole new platform for innovation. The software is completely open source and anyone can review the code. Bitcoin is changing finance the same way the web changed publishing. When everyone has access to a global market, great ideas flourish. Bitcoins are a great way for businesses to minimize transaction fees. It doesn't cost anything to start accepting them, and it's easy to set up. There are no chargebacks, and you'll get additional business from the Bitcoin economy.
Let me introduce to you the founder of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto. In November 19, 2009, he posted on bitcointalk.org. But then, on December 13, 2010, Nakamoto disappeared completely. Nobody has ever heard of him or her. Don't even know whether he's an organization, a group of people. So let me take you back to the very beginning. On August 18, 2008, the domain name bitcoin.org was registered. 2 months later, at the end of October, Satoshi Nakamoto came into the picture. He wrote a paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, a system for electronic transactions without relying on trust. He actually posted this on the cryptography mailing list. And then in January 2009, the Bitcoin network came into existence with the first open source Bitcoin client software and the first issue of Bitcoins. The first receiver of Bitcoin was a programmer named Hal Finney. He received 10 Bitcoins from Nakamoto. And by the way, Nakamoto is estimated to have mined about 1 million Bitcoins. One notable transaction in the early days was the most expensive pizza there was. It cost 10,000 Bitcoins. And then on August 6, 2010, they found the vulnerability in the Bitcoin protocol. And what happened was somebody created and generated 184 billion Bitcoins and sent it to 2 addresses. But within hours, transaction was spotted and they were erased from the transaction log. And then they created and updated a new Bitcoin protocol. And since then, there hasn't been any major security flaws exploited. But what I'd like to do is go back to what they call the Genesis block from the very first mining of the Bitcoin, because in it is a text that was embedded in the Coinbase. So this is the message on there. This is really important because this is on the Genesis block. Will kind of give you an idea of why Bitcoin was created. And the text said, the Times, 3 January 2009, Chancellor on the brink of second bailout for banks. See, back in 2008, there was billions of dollars that was used to bail out a lot of governments, a lot of countries. So what happened was in 2006, late 2006, the real estate bubble collapsed. So the economy took a dive from the late 2006 all the way down to 2009. So the economy was getting ready to collapse and the banks was going bankrupt because people could not pay their mortgage. What happened was in the 2004, 2005 timeline, banks were just issuing loans, mortgage loans. Literally everybody could get a loan in what we called stated income. So if you stated your income, you could pretty much state whatever income you wanted to tell the bank, and the bank would issue you a mortgage for the house. And just to give you an idea, the house that we lived in Fairfield, California, we bought for $19,000 back in 1976, January. We arrived in California December 6, 1975. And then January 1976, a month later, my parents bought their house. So 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 413 Bell Avenue, Fairfield, California. So for $19,000. Fast forward to 2005 when my parents refinanced, it was worth $435,000. So basically, throughout the United States, all the homes were overpriced. But the mortgage company were loaning out people even though they couldn't afford it because of the stated income. And because of the subprime and the adjustable rate mortgage, basically the adjustable rate mortgage allowed homeowners to be able to afford the mortgage in the beginning of the loan. It would be affordable. But just as it says adjustable rate mortgage, it adjusted throughout the period of its loan. And so in just a couple of years, homeowners couldn't afford the mortgage because it went up. And so the banks were going bankrupt because the homeowners weren't able to pay their loans. And this is really important. That's why this time stamp on the Genesis block is really important because of the bailout. So let me show you exactly what happened then. So the government, the US government, stepped in, wanted to bail out the banks. Actually, the Federal Reserve stepped in and told the government, the US government, that they need to bail out the banks. So the government, the US government, borrowed money from the Federal Reserve Bank. The Federal Reserve is a central banking system for the United States. And by the way, just because the name is Federal Reserve Bank does not mean it's owned by the government or by the people. It is owned by the private industry. Okay? So the government borrowed $700 billion from the Federal Reserve Bank to bail out the banks of the United States. Okay? Which then those loan, that $700 billion, now is up to the taxpayers of the United States to pay that back. And by the way, the US government owes more than $2 trillion to the Federal Reserve. Okay? So the US government borrows money from the Federal Reserve Bank, a private bank, $700 billion to save the banking system in the entire United States. Okay? But that doesn't help the homeowner because he still can't pay the mortgage. Okay, so in the United States, $700 billion. In the UK, $850 billion. Okay. Iceland, 4.6 billion bailout for the banks. Germany, $500 billion. Japan, $110 billion. China, $586 billion. France, 360 billion euro. Okay, so you guys are starting to get the picture of why Bitcoin came along. Okay, so this is really important that nobody talks about this, and a lot of people don't even know this. And the reason why I know it is because I was in the real estate industry when I retired from the Navy, but it was at the later point. It was in 2008. But I saw this happen. The foreclosure was crazy, insane throughout the United States, actually throughout the world. And because of what happened in the US, it affected the entire world. And you saw the numbers of the bailout in the bank. Okay, so that's why this is so important. The Times, January 2009, Chancellor on brink of second bailouts for banks. This is where Satoshi Nakamoto came into the picture with Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin and blockchain gives us control of our money, not the banks. Okay? So Bitcoin, when you open up a Bitcoin wallet, you are actually opening up your own bank. Nobody has access to it but you. Not the banks, not the governments, not your neighbors, nobody. You're the only one that actually has the key to your Bitcoin wallet, so don't lose it. So this is really important, okay? So how much was Bitcoin worth in 2009? Nothing. It actually wasn't worth anything, not until 2010. 2010, it did not even go up to $1. The most they went to was 39 cents. So what determines the Bitcoin's price? By the way, Bitcoin's price is measured against the fiat currencies such as the US dollar, Chinese yen, the euro, and other currency out there. But most importantly, Bitcoin's price is determined by supply and demand. Okay, so supply, basically there's only 21 million coins that will be released by 2141. It's just like gold. There's a limited supply of it. And as of January 15, 2018, 80% of the Bitcoins have already been mined. So there's 20% left from now until 2141 to release all 21 Bitcoin, 21 million. As far as demand, when we started out in 2009, for each block that was verified, 50 Bitcoin was given as a reward, mining reward. And every 4 years, it halves. So 2013, it was 25 Bitcoins. And then 2017, it was half again to 12.5. That's where we're at. And eventually, it will half again. Okay? So right now, the Bitcoin's price as of February 9th was $7,929. So why Bitcoin price go up? Again, the quantity is only limited to 21 million, just like gold is very limited. After 21 million, no more will be issued. Acceptability worldwide. People are now accepting Bitcoin around the world, and usage is just continuing to increase. All right? So here are just some of the companies that are accepting Bitcoins. Okay? And some of this you may recognize. There's actually a list of hundreds of companies, if not thousands of companies, that are actually accepting Bitcoin. All right. So here's what the Bitcoin chart looks like. Again, 2009, nothing was happening. It actually, in 2013, it started to pick up. But it didn't grow until 2017 is when really it took off. I bought my first Bitcoin in October, November of 2015 for $300. But I sold it around January, February for almost $700. So I made more than 100% profit on that. But should I hang on to it? Because right now it's at 7,000, over 7,000, almost $8,000. But in December of 2017, it was almost $20,000. crazy. Okay, so even though it dropped from almost $20,000 in December 2017 to now February about around $8,000, the experts are saying that the cryptocurrency will be around $1 trillion this year, with the Bitcoin going up to $50,000. Okay, even CNBC is saying this. Some experts are even saying that it will be worth $60,000 by December 2018. Some are even saying that the Bitcoin will go up over $100,000. Okay, so if you're not involved in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, you need to, because this is what it's looking like. Okay, so how can you take part in the Bitcoin and crypto money? Simple. NEXUS Global.
It won't be long before everyone will know about this. So listening carefully. Are you prepared for this? Pre-beginning has already begun. Nobody thought that this could be possible. That the things which have earned big companies billions over decades, such as casinos, exchange offices, betting, and stock exchanges, will be uniting with things that are on trend today, such as Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, ICO, trading, mining, and Bitcoin recharge terminals. This will make it easier and faster for anyone involved to profit from all global businesses at the same time. Marketing, bonuses, and rewards have already given people the amazing chance of earning $1 million this year. There is also an opportunity to build your empire further. Don't miss your chance. This is an opportunity that has the potential to be something that will surely change your life. Now is the pre-beginning. Click the Learn More button and make sure to claim your place among the first leaders of this business. Lead the inevitable.
So here is our CEO of NEXUS Global, Christian Michel Chevanier. We had an update from him on February 7th, 2018. So let me share that with you. One thing that I really like when our CEO stated that everything will be transparent. On our website, our back office, everything will be transparent about the company, about the Bitcoin, the mining, and the products that we have. So really excited about that. NEXUS Global will be the first cryptocurrency MLM with a multi-wallet function. Basically means you'll have one account, but you can create multiple wallets within that one account. There'll be its own exchange implemented on the dashboard, which means you can take any currency, any fiat currency that's available, and turn it into crypto money and back to regular money again. We have 8 different products, which I'll talk about. The flexibility to change at any time. So if a product is not doing well, we'll take it off the shelf. If a product needs to be enhanced, we'll modify it. And then if we need to add other products, we can do so as well. This will be the first crypto MLM company with a crypto credit card, a MasterCard. You can order it, you just pay for shipping, and you can use it just like any credit card around the world. You can use it on a Bitcoin ATM machine to cash in and cash out. And by the way, NEXUS Global has partnered with the second largest Bitcoin ATM provider. So we'll be able to order Bitcoin ATM from them. We have premium ICOs and IPOs. IPO is initial public offers for those companies that are actually starting out and they don't have the funds to do business, to start the business. They actually sell shares of the company. Well, in the cryptocurrency, the IPO is what we call ICO, initial coin offerings. We have 3 different currencies right now: US dollar, euro, British pound, but more will follow. 17 different languages: English, Spanish, German, Japanese, Korean, Chinese, which will have Mandarin and Cantonese, Russian, Portuguese, Polish, Thai, Vietnamese, French, Dutch, Finnish, Swedish, Latvian, Bulgarian, and they're even going to do a presentation in Tagalog for the Filipinos. There's a binary and unilevel compensation plan, which I'll talk about, based in Gibraltar and Sofia, Bulgaria. They've outsourced pro support because of cryptocurrency being complex. We've hired professionals to help us. So the call center, they will be able to help build your business. Our products are certified with US patents, so you don't have to worry about its legality. Mining mix from GPU, ASIC, and script mining. In your computer, you have a CPU, which is a central processing unit. Because we need fast computation, we use GPU, graphics processing unit, which are really fast to process the Bitcoins. ASIC is application specific integrated circuit, which means it will only do one specific coin, one cryptocurrency, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dogecoin, whatever it may be. It can only do one coin at a time. Script mining is very dependent on memory. Obviously, the higher memory it is, the faster it is. Okay? So we can do mixed mining on any of those three. And of course, we have our own mining farms, which I'll show you here in a little bit. And then we have Academy. On the crypto mining packages, there's an academy for each of the levels. So you educate yourself about the products, about the mining. So when you talk to prospect, you'll be able to educate them as well. There'll be a funnel system. They'll go with the landing pages in different languages. Now, this is really important so that when you actually have visitors in your page, there'll be a landing page to capture information about the visitors. And then from there, it goes into the funnel system to help take those visitors, convert them into clients, customers, or business partners. So there will be a country manager in the Philippines and any country that we operate. Right now, NEXUS Global has invested $100 million into the mining farms, which we have in China, Germany, and Sweden, which you'll be able to visit. They're already operating without collecting other funds outside of that $100 million. It's already mining and generating crypto coins. What does this mean? NEXUS Global hasn't even opened yet. It's in a pre-launch stage, but they're already creating and generating money from the mining farms. Those are money that they'll be able to pay us commissions once we start doing the business. Okay? So our goal is to launch by the end of February 2018. So it's coming soon. So let's talk about the unilevel plan of the binary. The unilevel plan outside of the binary system. We have 7 different products: the crypto casino, the binary options, online betting, forex trading, crypto trading, ICO and IPO, and exchanges. So basically, with any of the 7 products, if any of your downline, down to 8 generation, when they pay into any of these products, you get a percentage. Your first direct sponsor, if they pay into any of these 7 products, you'll get 2% of that pay-in, all the way down to the 8th generation. So from 0.1% all the way to 2%. That is the unilevel. Now, the binary plan only applies to the mining packages. Okay, so the crypto mining applies to the binary plan. From $25 all the way to $50,000, this falls under the binary plan. $75,000, $100,000, $250,000 falls into the unilevel because they are ICO and IPO. What's great about NEXUS Global when we launch this, even if you don't have any money to invest for whatever reason, there's a 30-day grace period, meaning you can actually promote and sell the products, 8 different products, the mining packages, and the 7 other products that I mentioned earlier. You get a direct commission of 10%. Okay? Now you just need $25. If you sell one mining package of $500, 10% of that, you'll get $50. Now you can get into the mini starter of the mining package. Okay? So again, 30-day grace period if you don't have any money. So there's no excuses now. For those people that want to do business, want to make money, there's no excuse because here you don't have to have any money to start the business. So again, the direct sales on the binary plan, 10% for its direct sold package, excluding the setup fee. On the binary is 10%, maximum $35,000 per week, $35,000 per week. The only requirement is this. For you to get paid on the binary, you have to have somebody on the left and somebody on the right. So 2 sponsors down below, your direct, and all 3 of you must be a minimum purchased a $50 mining package. When that happens, you are now qualified on the binary. In this example, the right side is lesser than the left, so you get 10% of that volume of the $4,050. So you'll get $405 is your 10% commission. Once you qualify for the binary, you also qualify for the matching bonus that will be paid out down to 6th generation. Our CEO says it's top secret right now because they don't want to let anybody know, our competitors, they don't want the competitors to know our matching bonus and other things so that they don't duplicate it. Okay. So to recap, the binary plan only applies to the cryptocurrency mining packages. 10% direct sales, 10% binary bonus on the weaker leg, matching bonus down to 6 generations, and then you can max out at $35,000 per week. Now this maximum $35,000 a week, it only applies to the crypto mining packages. It does not apply to the unilevel plan of the 7 other products. Okay, so just remember that. The cap is only on the binary plan, does not cap on the unilevel plan. Again, thank you. But if you're not into cryptocurrency and if you're not into Bitcoin, you really need to. And again, there's no excuse because with NEXUS Global, you don't even have to have any investment. You don't have to have the money. Okay? Again, thank you. Looking forward to talking to everyone again soon. Have a wonderful day.